Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, coming back at you guys for another video. So basically, this is that money video that everybody's been wanting me to make, and basically how I see financials and what I do with the stock market. Okay, here's a disclaimer. I'm not gonna say you're gonna have the same results as me. I'm not gonna say that you're even gonna make money. But what I am gonna say is what I said in a video a long time ago. I don't want to live the same year 75 times and call it a life. There was a video I made way back when, and I said that, and you know, that's basically, you know, how I live and what I think about. Because when I started with the stock market, everybody says, you know, making money is it's hard, but it's not if you do it, you know, strategically and you kind of calculate it. So here's what I'm about to tell you guys. So what I do with the stock market is I buy stocks that give you monthly dividends. Okay, now these stocks are very volatile. If you don't know what a stock is, it's basically a share of a company that you own. And some of these stocks will give you money, right? Most of the stocks you're familiar with will only give you quarterly and annually dividends. A dividend is basically money that a company gives you because you own part of that company. Basically, you gave them money. You own a share of that company. So, recap. What I do is I buy shares of companies, right, that pay me every month for owning a piece of that company. And you're like, okay, where do I buy these shares of companies? So I use a stockbroker. It's called Robinhood, right? It's an app. I'm very millennial-ish, right? It's around my age group because of my age. I use Robinhood, and what I use besides Robinhood is I use this website called tradingview.com. In a previous video, I know you guys heard me say I've never made a losing trade since April. That's true. I have never made a losing trade since April, and I really need to go back and check because I think I've fallen into a losing trade. And here's why. Here's why you can make a losing trade, and here's why you can win. Once you're able to do technical analysis, and that's basically what that is looking at a stock chart and knowing when it's going to go up and go down by looking at the patterns it's done before. So basically you look at patterns, what it's done before, and then you can predict what's going to happen here. You can draw trend lines, and you can basically see what's happening. I can't teach you how to do technical analysis. I can't teach you how to look at a chart. But what I can tell you is I can tell you the formula that I did and how I made money. And basically what that is investing in companies. Give you two companies I know off the top of my head. Actually, all four companies that I have in my portfolio are a company called PSCC, IGD, HIX, and a company I wish I would have never bought, which is, it's just O. It's called Reality Income Corporation. I wish I would have never bought that company, but I bought it off a whim because I was just feeling good one day, which I never do. You never buy stocks off whims because you're just doing well. So what I do is I have shares in these four companies, and they pay me every month, right? It's not a lot right now. I probably only get paid altogether about $17 to $20 a month is what I make. That's probably what, an extra hot dog, Slurpee, and one extra date a month, right? But what I do is I drip it. I reinvest the dividends back into the companies. So I get the dividend, and then I'll rebuy it. I'll put it right back to the company. So it's like a compounding effect, right? Now, that's what I was doing because I liked the stock market. I thought it was kind of cool. I've made quite a bit of money off the stock market because, like I said, I've never made a losing trade since April, and it's June now. And the way I've never made a losing trade is I use this website called tradingview.com, And all that does is bring up a chart of whatever stock I want up there. I look at the back, and then I look at the back end of the stock, what it's done probably up to 5 years in the past, study what it does, look at what's going on in the news right now, and then for me, it seems kind of simple. Okay, it's probably going to go here, and then right here it's probably going to drop. Now, before I ever bought my first stock, I was looking at charts in January. Well, probably October of 2015, all right? So from October 2015 to April 2016, I was just looking at charts and learning what a chart's gonna do. From 2016 to pretty much now, I've never made a losing trade, except for I need to check to make sure, see if I'm actually losing money right now, because I haven't been able to. When you're in OCS and when you're in basic, even when I was in basic, I had never made a losing trade. I was able to predict 3 months ahead of what the stock was going to do, about 3 months ahead. But after I got to OCS, I got a little too consumed with OCS, and I took my hands off my portfolio, and that's where I lost money. So I'm thinking I lost money now. It just kind of sucks. So keep in mind, when you're doing this type of investing, you always have to look at your portfolio, because these types of stocks that pay you every month, are extremely volatile. Volatile means they go up and down constantly. So when you think it's going to do something and you're trying to predict something, you got to make sure you're right. You have to really pay attention to what the stocks are going to do. So this is something I wish I knew when I was like 14, because now I could put $10 into a company, and I can get a little dividend back for 10 bucks. I get a little bit back, and I was like, wow, that's great. You know, if I was like 14, I put like 10 bucks in a week, right? And then so by the time I got like 20, I would be probably bringing in, maybe I'd probably get my first job at 16, like really throwing in money in there. I'd really be making money. So that's basically what I do, guys. That's how I make money. I even told you the 4 stocks I own right now, and I have to realize I gotta really take a sit down and look at the stocks. But right now I've been kind of slacking because I'm still above my stop loss. Right now, with my stop loss is basically what happens is as low as I'll go before I sell a stock. And again, everybody's probably not gonna have the same results I did. I gave you the website I use, tradingview.com, the broker I use, Robinhood, and that's about it. What I would say is sit down in a room, leave the door cracked, get on the internet, and let God come in and see if you can learn it. That's basically what I did. Because that time, from that October, I graduated college in December. I didn't get a real job until April, when I bought that first stock. So that's why I had time to just obsess over stock charts, right? From January to April, and actually from October, November, December, because I was still in college, I was still studying, but then that January to April time frame, I was able to just sit down and just like, well, I don't really want to work this job, I don't like this job, I don't like this job, because you guys know I studied cytopathology, and well, I was a cytotechnologist, so my books was cytopathology, and I didn't like it too much. After you get out the real world, you go to job interviews, you realize you don't really like it. And so then that's why I took another job, but that's why I didn't have a job, because I didn't like it. So I was able to just sit down and really just look at what was going on. So again, those are the stocks I have, PSEC, IGD, and HIX. You can invest in O if you want to. I'm trying to tell you, the moment I get a chance to sell it, I'm going to sell it, because that's what's making me lose money. I tell you right now, can't believe I bought it. So, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, my name is Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2. My only goal with my channel is to help and provide information. I can't really answer too many stock questions, so I'm probably not going to answer too many. If it had Army or OCS questions, I can field them as best as I can, but you guys got to realize I can't get in depth on this type of stuff over like a typing, because I can't tell you how to look at a chart. I can't tell you how to read a chart. I can't tell you what a trend line is going to do. I can't tell you how to mark up a chart or print it out and really how to look at it. But this is what I do, and this is how I make spare money on the side. This is how I make money sleeping. This is definitely how I make money sleeping. Every week I make money. So, well, every month, not almost every week now. I'm just really good at predicting right now. So if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, like I said, you can hit me up on Snapchat, Instagram, email, YouTube comments, messages. I can answer the best I can when it comes to this stuff, but I can't guarantee everything. So anyway, my name is Dominic, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, and I'm out, guys. Peace.